All right, welcome back to M.E.R.D.C 2013. We've got the cup final bout now. We've got Pandora Pandemonium and the lovely Smashlin announcing next to me.
As you say that, it looks like we're getting ready to actually line up for the first jam.
So it looks like we've got Swiss Army Mike lining up on the jammer line for the Expendables 2. Until we can see the numbers, it'll be a little bit easier to feedback with who's doing what.
And we have to say for the Panam squad player, he's actually squatting that low, we can't actually see him through the wall yet. So we'll do our best to update you as it goes along.
We're looking right down the pivot line, down the straightaway. And already it looks like we've got Antero on his way to the he's in the penalty box, straight off the line, and Puto, both of the Finnish skaters, in the penalty box, sitting next to each other.
And we have Mirage there for Panam squad, getting that lead jammer position for that initial pass, now tackling for the pass where he can score points.
And that's the jam called off. Well, we'd have to say that we give our voices a rest, but I'm not sure for you and I that that's possible.
Well, we just had a fantastic transfer there. The star pass was passed to Quadzilla there for the Expendables. And to be honest with you, pulls off an amazing apex jump that covers at least 3 or 4 of the blockers for the Panam squad. I don't think they saw that coming.
No, I'm not sure they did. The way he crouches and gets around the inside of the track there, it all happened so fast. But this leaves them in a power jump situation now with the Panam jammer in the box. As Antor is released back on the track, so they have 3 blockers now, the Expendables on the track. Got a forearms manger for Quadzilla, so we're going to see a switch in the box. Which releases the Panam jammer.
With that switcheroo there on the jammer, we have Quadzilla sat down for the Expendables. That has therefore released Mirage back on track, that is battling through that wall. Oh, I apologise, it is not Mirage, it is actually 90 Casey, it is pass for Panam squad.
As he wasn't sitting down for very long in the first place, that means Quadzilla, having sat the same amount of time, is already back on the track. He's actually off the track, needed to re-enter to be in play.
And again, we welcome Pass back to the jammer seat for Panam squad. I think this is going to be quite a hectic bout, don't you? With both teams trying to get those points to get that plate.
They're going to be fighting. The Expendables have an advantage with the skating ability of some of their skaters is phenomenal, but also at the disadvantage of not having trained together very much. So it's interesting to see how they fare on the track together as a team.
Yes, because again, on the individual basis, phenomenal skills, but also that can sometimes not transition into a very secure.
Like Swiss Army Mike's lining up again on the jammer line for the Expendables too.
And we still have pass for the Panam squad in the sin bin.
Straight into the wall of the 2 blockers there at the front, but it was a multiplayer block. So number 12 from the Panam squad is on his way to the penalty box. That is, we've got 12 on each team. That's number 1.
I have a feeling this might be a very heavy penalty-ridden game if you look at how they're currently playing.
How we started off instantly, we had Antara into the box straight off of the line within a second or 2. Tonka, it looks like, is on his way to the box, but that jam is caught. So we've got Lion-O, in those incredibly short shorts.
I don't think it's just the fact that they're short shorts, but they are luminous yellow. Again, I think they're challenging Braveheart for on the short and tightness of the actual pants from earlier on. I think that's a title that they'll have to battle out by the end of today.
It certainly draws the eye. Matt Lovin for the Expendables 3 for lead jammer. So the Expendables picking up another 3 points in that jam, which puts them on 32 to 9 for Panam.
Minutes that's left.
That's number 3, Swiss Army Mike through for lead jammer. Pupates now through for the Panam squad, and that was his initial pass done, and we have a complete scoring pass for Swiss Army Mike, picking up 5 points already in that first pass on that jam, sorry.
Also, just a quick shout out to one of our officials here today, Captain Kickard. We are celebrating his birthday.
Happy birthday, Captain Kickard.
So we do hope you have a fantastic day, and we send you many happy returns from everyone here at M.E.R.D.C.
He'll be thrilled when he watches this back.
I hope that he is thrilled by this, because we want him to know that we really do wish him a very happy birthday.
Bit of confusion with the skaters that are on the track at the minute. The jam was called off.
Again, as this is a half-hour play, they will only have the 30 minutes. The period clock will not stop when any timeouts are called, as it will just continually tick over and utilise their time.
Puto not managing to get the block in at the front of the pack there, which leaves Mirage to get through unhindered at the front of the pack. He's back through, picking up 5 points there, called by You're in Trouble.
We have Quadzilla there delivering his own sort of judgment versus Mirage, who is currently jamming for a 5-point pass there as lead jammer for the Panam squad.
Which Quadzilla called off there for an out of play block. There was no pack situation when he was blocking, so he's been sent to the penalty box for a minute. Another out of play call for one of the Expendables, so we're going to see another blocker in the box for them. It's number 7, Camo. Mirage through for a further 5 on top of that, gaining some traction towards that target of 40. We could see a lead change in this jam. And we have both jammers back on the track now. Matt Loving coming through to complete his initial pass, for no points there. The score for Panam up to 36, the Expendables on 40, so just 4 points in it.
Again, such a quick transition between there being a 25-point difference to a 4-point difference. Again, just showing the ability of Panam squad, because it's a very important play to all of them.
I think they're showing the edge with the experience a little bit there, the Panam squad. I can hear quite a few whistles now. We have a direction of gameplay call for Antero. He's on his way to the box. Panam squad really racking up the points here. We've had a lead change. They're on 41, continuing this scoring pass through the power jam.
Pupates making that 5-point pass look far too easy for my liking.
Powering into the back of the blockers, finding the inside line. Oh, not managing to stay on his feet through the corner there. But still, it's a power jam situation, so he doesn't need to worry too much about the other jammer. We've got Swiss Army Mike is still sitting, so if he's going to serve his full minute, we're going to keep an eye on there and see. Until he stands, they're not going to be worried. Oh, Pupates nipping through on the inside. And the outside of Quadzilla there didn't manage to keep him down.
I think you can see a look in Quadzilla's eyes that he's taking this rather personally when he is approaching Pupates for that blocking.
We have a cut track major, so we're going to see a switch in the box. But Swiss Army Mike was standing anyway, so he served most of his minute. So we got 20 seconds of play left in this jam. The Swiss Army Mike to potentially pick up 5 or 10 points, depending on how easily he gets through. He's through for the first 5. This is going to reach its natural conclusion And it'll just be the 5 there for Swiss Army. And the Expendables on 45. And Panam squad on 61.
On the jam line for Expendables, we do have Quadzilla that's pressing up hard against that wall of Panam blockers, and he does get through for that initial pass as lead jammer.
Xavier Bacon quite possibly having a full start penalty there. Not penalty, I do apologise. Having to rejoin the pack from the opposite direction to catch up, because effectively if he started touching the jammer line, he's out of place, so he's in effect a lap ahead of everyone else. During half time we will see the jammer refs changing, so as close to 15 minutes as possible. Swiss Army Mike really keeping steady on his feet around that outside line, managing to pick up the lead.
I think we've definitely seen some skills from Swiss Army Mike as he is jamming for the Expendables.
Yeah.
Like you say, they may have not been together training much, but each individual does have quite a lot of talent to bring to that pack.
Yeah. He calls the jam off.
As you can hear from the crowd, the Panam squad and their two leaders are at very strong, full volume in regards to the supporting of each other's team.
Absolutely. I've seen a lot of teams playing with yellow this weekend.
And like I said, I think it's great to see at this point where there are teams that have finished, that aren't playing anymore, but they are still helping to support and shout and play for the teams that are still playing.
Absolutely, it's great to see. We have huge levels of camaraderie in roller derby.
Again, that kind of surpassed not just through UK teams, but heavily into Europe as well.
Roller derby has really gained a lot of traction in Europe over the past couple of years. International level, we've got
just in a 12-month period, how many men's teams have now popped up, like I say, all over the UK, but also with a stronger living experience over in Europe.
Swiss Army Mike not managing to break through the walls at the front of the pack there. He's off the track, so he needs to rejoin towards the way they're recycling him back.
We've got Mirage there as lead jammer for Panam squad.
Hear a lot of whistles going off down in the corner. And we've got Puto on his way to the penalty box. The Expendables now on 60, Panam on 65. Still could be anybody's game. We've got just over 12 and a half minutes left of gameplay.
The wonderful Expendables. I have to say, I do like to see this sort of challenge as both are strong skaters.
He managed to pass and then got regrouped back into the pack. But there was a track cut major on there, so he's going to be out.
Yeah, that cut track major that I don't think Pubertest felt that he should have got. But looking at it, it does leave Quadzilla on track for a power jam for the Expendables to see how many points can be picked up.
Scores currently tied.
And there is only leaving of one blocker for Panam squad on track. Number 8, Bad Mojo.
He let Quadzilla go at the front of the pack there.
And again, interesting to see how Matt Lovin and B.A. Be Reckless support Quadzilla.
A nice jump laterally across the track there. They had no chance of getting any contact in, the Panam squad.
I think Quadzilla is some sort of cricket cross, praying mantis with how he's leaping at the moment in those skates.
The green monster himself. He's off for a cut track penalty there, called from the outside of the track. He didn't agree with that.
And I believe was that a cut track there for Quadzilla?
Yeah.
Again, unfortunately, from where we're seated, we have limited viewing. So I do appreciate Panda just for confirming that for me. I don't want to be advising you of the wrong movements regarding what the players are doing. Just to remind you, we've got the Panam squad playing in grey and yellow, and we have the Expendables 2 in the black and green.
Pubertest really struggling to find room on the outside there, but manages to nip quite nicely through the inside, taking the line right through.
I think quite impressive as he took the wall of all three blockers there for the Expendables, fought a few feet with him.
Painkiller DM making a good way through for him there, pushing the blockers in black aside to help Pupertest get through. The Expendables now have got all of their blockers back on the track, but still minus their jammer. Quadzilla's still in the box.
The scores are currently tied, 75 to 75, just under 10 minutes. But as the jams are going along, the scores are also changing so quickly.
Got Quadzilla back on the track now.
And the minute you mention the scores, they're changing. So I think very, very interesting to see how that's done. So that was a 24-point jam at that point from the Panam squad. We would like to just thank the strange, creepy tech guy for double checking that this is recording. Because earlier on he thought it was recording, and no, I just turned my microphone off. Again, without technical support, we wouldn't be able to bring these to you, so we do appreciate it.
Swiss Army Mike through for lead jammer for the Expendables too. Followed out of the pack quite quickly by number 27, Monkey Business for the Panam squad. It's Matt Lovin for the Expendables too. Two blockers in the box for the Expendables, so they haven't got much, their jammer hasn't got much help on the track.
We have Puto there using the other members of the Expendables to hold back Mirage.
And we've got Antar on his way to the penalty box for a clockwise block major. Both of the Finnish players holding up the block in there in the track, in the pack for the Expendables. But there's just Puto on his own out there at the front now.
And Mirage breaking that just to get that lead jammer situation.
Xavier Bacon didn't manage to make it back onto the track before the final whistle.
I'm hoping they will still be wearing shorts.
Yes, I hope so too. All right, Pooper through for lead jammer.
And I think Pupertest is really showing his strengths right now. Just the ability to getting round that track. Just
on the way to the penalty box.
And what could have been a takeout there by Lino. But again, Pupertest was on the ball just in regards to the fact that he had fallen.
You see BAB Reckless powering through the pack there. Xavier Bacon bouncing off of one of the Panam squad, taking it onto his knees, but back up and into the pack. This pack's moving quite a speed.
I think this is
work for their points.
Yeah, Monkey Business for number 27 there for Panam squad. I think this is the fastest pack we've seen moving during this entire bout so far.
Yeah, we've got just over 4 minutes left. We have the speed of the skaters that's causing quite a draft and knocking our paperwork everywhere. That's how fast that they're going. BAB Reckless taking the outside line there, but just falling foul of the blockers on the inside. Coming down. Forearms there knocking Xavier Bacon down. So that's sending one of the Panam squad to the penalty box. And 4 points on the board there for BAB Reckless for the Expendables too. Narrowing that gap once again.
We welcome Lino back to the track there in his I Love Sex neon yellow shorts. And that is always useful to know about your players, isn't it? Certain information.
Yeah. The majority of the jams that he's actually played, he's been on his way to the penalty box. So.
And again, with this shortened bout, it is only 4 major penalties for you to then be fouled out.
Yeah.
Again, it is shortened. But I don't think, by the roar of the crowd, again, the Expendables are not too down about losing one player. And it looked like that when Antero did leave the space, he was quite happy to accept that.
So we've got Swiss Army Mike with the lead jammer for the Expendables. Calls it off just before Mirage gets to the back of the pack, stopping them from scoring and picking up 3 on the way.
So we have Pupertest jamming for Panam squad. And straight out of that pack, he gets lead jammer position. Panam squad putting up a fantastic barrage of hits towards Tonka for the Expendables.
Looks like we've got the Expendables jammer Tonka on the way to the penalty box for what looked like a cut track penalty, which leaves the Panam squad out in front. Sure, at the moment, looking like they're going to take the lead.
Pooper Test is just getting his head down, digging deeper into that track to come back round for what may be the last pass concerning this bout.
He's whipping the crowd up as he goes round. He passes out for a further 5
And
points.
that was a final pass there for Pooper Test, and he did get those 5 points. And that is the end of that half-hour bout that does actually confirm who wins that plate today.
These guys are so thrilled. The bench coaches were jumping up and down really high. The Expendables still singing their hearts out from the bench.
We hope you've enjoyed our announcing. I've been Smashlin Monroe.
And I've been Pandoramonium. You'll be with Statman and Sven Will I Be Famous after this, so be sure to stick around.
Thank you very much.
I'm here with Xavier Bacon and Monkey Business. I'm going to start with you, Xavier. How do you feel that went?
It could have gone slightly better for us, but it was such fun playing these guys. They played a really hard game. We had a lot of fun. We're all smiling and dripping with sweat. That's the best we could ask for.
It was really close up until the last couple of jams there.
Yeah, we lost a little bit of cohesion. Everyone was a bit hot and tired. We lost a bit of our unity. These guys played strong till the end. We got it back on the last couple of jams, but they'd racked up a few points by then, so they took it. Worthy winners.
All right. Okay, Monkey Business. How does it feel to be the first plate winners of the M.E.R.D Champs 13?
Well, great, really great. We do not realize yet, I think, but we had a lot of fears coming into the finals against the Expendables, who did a great job in the booths before. So we are really, really pleased. We could put together our teamwork really nicely on the last bouts. So it's really great for us, and winning something is always great. It's not the top cup, but it's still a cup, and it was surely a really hard and nice game. Thank you, by the way.
Oh, the sportsmanship and the camaraderie that you have here in roller derby, especially with the guys, is fantastic. I can't help but noticing your very sparkly wares that you have in your bottom half today, Xavier. Would you care to mention anything regarding that?
I foolishly said something vaguely funny on Twitter that Derby Skins liked and gave me a free pair. Someone measured my butt at the Worcester Clinic. I ordered them, wore them for a day, and I actually find them really comfortable to skating.
Right.
There's nothing more to it than that.
Taking a hint from the girls there. All right, thank you very much for joining us. A worthy win there for the Panam squad. Any final comments that you want to say to the team for the Expendables?
Whenever you want. Yeah, it's so nice. No, you did a great job. It was so hard. And if we can do that on a real full-time bout, it would be great. Yeah, the half an hour bout is a bit short.
An offer you can't refuse there. Anything you want to say to the Panam squad, Xavier?
We felt their love, and it was lovely.
Thanks very much.